So I'm just starting this off with, there's about not quite a teaspoon of coconut oil in there. And then just some chopped onions. That's broccolini, just about 3 spears or whatever the unit of measure is for broccolini. And then some cherry tomatoes. So I'm just going to lightly saute that until the onions are translucent. Coconut oil is a great oil to sort of saute in because it's pretty heat stable and it's healthy fat. So that's where we're starting off. Okay, so we've got that sauteed kind of nicely. And then, so now I'm going to do the zucchini noodles, the ZOODLES, using my spiralizer. It's made by a company called Starfrit. I don't know if you get it in the States or not. In Canada land, we buy them at Canadian Tire. One year, my father-in-law got pretty much every single present from my mother-in-law. It was a Starfrit something or other. It didn't go over well. So anyway, I just cut the end off the zucchini like that, and then I put it in this end. I like to call this end the gantry. I don't know if that's what it's called or not, but that's what I call it. And then you use this little handle. So you just turn this, and you use the bottom handle to kind of make a little bit of pressure to keep your zucchini moving along the gantry, as it were. You can also suction cup this whole thing down to the counter, which I didn't do, just cause. So then you gotta clear your ZOODLES every so often. Like, is this crazy or what? And then that's a little core that comes out the middle, because it keeps your ZOODLES centered. We're almost there. Perfect. Zoodlerific. So then you have this little core. I just chop it up and put it in there. Waste not, want not, as my mother used to say. She probably still does. So then I have this whole bowl of ZOODLES. So I'm just going to fire them in there because I think it makes them, well, I don't know. This is all of the second time I've ever made this, but this is what I did the other night. And you could spiral it up just like spaghetti, and it wouldn't break. Like, I thought it would just constantly kind of be breaking and be a little bit of a pain, but or getting really soggy, but no, not at all. So then I'm just smushing this around. Gonna turn up the heat a little bit because I turned it down. And just let that get going. I am going to just finish this with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. So I'm just gonna put that in here so you can see how much. It's not very much. It'll probably be like a, would that be like a tablespoon. And then this is like a fairly nice balsamic vinegar, not like top shelf, but pretty nice. So I'll put that in there for a little contrasting, little flavor. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic powder in on top. One time I said garlic powder in a blog post about putting some garlic powder in a recipe, and I mentioned that my grandmother, my yaya, was Greek. She was from Greece, and a guy who must have been Greek like admonished me so hard. He's like, your grandmother would roll over in her grave if she knew you were using like dry garlic as opposed to like cutting up a bulb, which I do if I'm making like a legit recipe. No, my yaya used garlic out of the bottle all the time, so maybe in her part of Greece it wasn't such a big deal, I don't know. But so then we smush it around, just get it a little warm. I want it to be warm, I don't want it to be cold. And then down the hatch. I'll show you what it looks like when I take a big bite. So this is like, this is a little more than a serving, but this would be like 2 lunches. I just want to show you. So then I'm going to finish with some feta cheese, and I'm just going to crumble that on top. Comme ça, I think that's plenty. And then do a big first bite, because that's what you see the TV people do. But you'll see, like look at that. That's crazy. I'm going to try to squish this all on. A couple of you have seen me eat before. Mitch has seen me and Scott have seen me ding-dong a steak like the size of my head. Oh, not too bad. ZOODLES!